Hi friends, myself Aniket Renavikar, Assistant Professor, Center for Distance Education, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. In the program MCom Valuation of Real Estate, in semester 2, the subject is building construction. In that, the topic is a tender. We can already seen about the tender, duty of contractor, duty of engineer, various tender notices, what should be in the tender notice, detail the tender notice, etc. we can see in previous lecture. Today we learn about the types of tenders. In that types of tender, there are various tender types. In that, item rate tender, scheduled of rates with percentage up or down, or percentage rate tender, lump sum tender, lump sum percentage tender, cost plus percentage or cost plus fee tender, labor tender, and tender for demolition work, etc. are the types of tenders. So we can first item rate tender. It is an offer to execute the work based on the rates of different items of work. The tender form usually contains the bill of quantities, wherein all the items of work are fully described with their quantities. The quantities given are always approximate and are not binding on the owner. The contractor is required to fill in the rates of items, and thus it becomes a simplified job so far as the calculations and estimating are concerned. The contractor is paid the measurement of the work executed at the rates of quoted by him in the tender. In fact, the rates of the items are the part of the contract. This is balanced method of execution, and the chances for extra work are minimized. It is not risky for the contractor, and hence quality of workmanship will be assured. Reasonable variations can be made in the plans and also in the quantities during the execution of work. It is suitable for all types of works like buildings, bridges, culverts, sewer lines, roads, etc. Next is a schedule of rates with percentage up or down. It is also known as basic rates with rise and fall clauses. It is modified form of item rate tender. In this case, a bill of quantities duly priced is given to each of the tenderers, and they are asked to quote only the percentages above or below the priced schedule of rates, at which they are prepared to execute the work. All other facts as given for the item rate tender will hold good in this case also. This type of tender is suitable for the repair works, new building, as well as for maintenance works. Next type is a lump sum tender. In a lump sum tender, the contractor undertakes to carry out the work as shown on the basis of plans and described in the specification till completion, supplying all the materials and labors for a fixed lump sum or at a fixed rate per cubic or square meter of the work. The contractor will be paid from time to time if specified in the contract, and if not specified, then he has to recover the full amount of completion of the work. He cannot make part of payments as a ground for leaving the work if the contract does not specify the same. If he leaves the work, he will not be entitled even for the executed work or quantum merit, as the lump sum contract is individual and cannot be optional. The contract is individual. The contract is individual, where the consideration is one entire, and it cannot be apportioned, and no payment can be recovered by the contractor for work done or materials provided under such a contract until the whole of the work is completed, unless special provision is made contract for payments on account or interest certificates during the progress of the work. An incomplete performance of the contract, however, substantially it may comply with the contract, not a sufficient claim for payment of the portion of the work already done on a quantum merit, especially where there has been an abandonment of the contract. However, the above situation is not created nowadays. In practice, as the contractors are not willing to undertake any work unless part of payments are assured from time to time. In that, there are various essential characteristics of
That first is work to be executed should be clearly shown the plans and with all the relevant details and illustrations. Work should be described in the specification with special conditions if any. Time for completion of the work should be specified in advance. If the contractor is not to be given the part payments for the work, the same should be paid in the advance, as otherwise it is understood that part payments will be effected as material. Site shall be accessible to the contractor so that he can ascertain the nature of soil, estimate cost of foundation, and other relevant working conditions. No serious variance are computed. Contract amount is not decided basis of measurement except for the additional and own. At times, the contractor is asked to submit the price bill of quantities along with the tenant which will not form part of the contract. The owner will not be entitled to any amount from the sum contract on the ground it is worked out by the contractor or less. Even in the quantities are not taken into consideration. The advantages of type of tender is cost. Total construction is known in advance, and as the owner can make the necessary arrangement for the plans. The contractor will try to complete the work or as early as so as to have the good margin profit, and the equipment will be tried early which can be utilized in other jobs. Workload of the engineer architect is reduced, and no detailed measure required to be taken for each item of work is written. There are very disadvantages. There is a indicator, that is the more of the extra work. Design is likely to be adversely affected. Heavy variations are made. Quality work is not guaranteed. Contains more elements skip for tender. Type of tenderable for such works where nature of soil and the type of cannot be altered in advance. For works of and alterations an existing repairs to a building were water like for bridges, culverts, etc. Subtype of this lump sum contract is a percent target. It is the lump sum length, except that the contractor completes before the prepared date. He is granted certain in terms percentage of cost of all others is given lump sum terms. Gold good is also. Next of the type of the cost percentage or cost plus there by the owner and overall his certain percentage of professional service at such amount if activity of these are really fixed at a certain percent of work. Work on this can waiting acts as and as the position suitable for being private. All plenty of the cost difference and cost of no time completion. Case increasing the unit cost. Next is time.
and know